Give that display. Aradin's a blowhard. Thank you for your help out there. I'm well met. I should warn you, whatever your business, I'd see to it quick. This attack will only strengthen their resolve. There have been several attacks by different monsters. The druids blame... They've started a ritual. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters. Goblin got you. The druid Halsin's a renowned healer, but he did... If it's not too serious, you could try his apprentice Nettie. She's with the... They've withdrawn there to prepare this damn ritual of theirs. I've tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't even see me. You, though... I know it's not... Perhaps you could persuade her. For more time to prepare, if nothing else.
Really? We're messengers now.
We'd owe you a great debt. If we're forced to leave, you'll find the druids at the heart of the grove. Please.
May he rest by your side. He
feel like we're being watched.
never hurt anyone. He always knew what to say.
Have some respect.
Not now.
Creator, destroyer. Nothing will stand in my way. One day I'll catch a break. A rough tempest I will raise.
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling above. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square. I'm going to be chased all over Faerun for this damn coin, aren't I? Fine. Take it as a grudging pay.
A soul coin, true to its name, holds a mortal soul inside. It serves in the Nine Hells as very valuable currency.
That coin's worth plenty. Don't let a squid get their
squirrel lunges at your foot and bites it. You follow the squirrel's gaze to a pair of clumsy, ugly feet. Your own, on her territory. Looking around, her territory extends from one end of the grove to another. She studies you for a moment before twitching her ears. Compromise. After a final squeak of warning, break the rules and...
Refugee, well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual, just some bits and bobs I no longer need. Sylvanas guide your path.
Hells! We can't just leave.
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead.
Can we all just take...
What's the point in blazing spells if we don't bloody use them? We should... These people aren't...
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
Just like I was saying, I don't want all these lives on my conscience. We need to stay.
Zerg. Fine. We'll...
Thank you, Roland.
We should have left by now. Instead, we're just sitting here, practically begging to be attacked. Staying is a more than most. A few strangers may stare, but they'll keep... I'll be warmly received, besides. You are... Yes, that LaRoche.
I've heard that name before. A young man, yes? Lives in Ramazith.
The very...
Word in Waterdeep has it he's a bit of a cad. But you say he's...
Of course he is. The greatest spellcaster along the Sword Coast. As if I'd settled...
In that case, I'd very much appreciate it if you could arrange an introduction, should we reach the city.
Common... I've admired LaRoche, but I've worked myself to the butt. The name's Roland and...
This place is a bloody death trap, not a sanctuary.
Take your time. Get a feel for it.
I'm sure I care for something over there.
This place seems remarkably tense, but let's at least see if there's a healer to be found, first of all.
We're cornered in this place. Forever. This is no fortress, and we're no warriors.
We're exposed now.
Again. Swing and swing. Parry.
Children!
Go on. Not bad.
Umi, you just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this. You're on the right path, Umi. Well met. The blade of front...
The man's smile bends downward. You are the blade of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure.
Hell's great fires.
You see the fiend again and ignite with Will's rancor. She is an infernal...
Shit!
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
Her name is Karlak. An archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could... She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses. I'd be a fool if it didn't. But I haven't... Could just be good luck. But sooner or later, it's... Sorry, but there's no room for me.
If I must. But do try to keep them safe.
Ready and willing.
The famous Blade of Frontiers in the flesh. clever, this.
Hero blade. Name strangers gave me.
Excellent. If we ever become...
And again. Swing and swing and...
A hero at heart.
Out forever. This is no fortress, and we're no warriors.
Die if I met the Roa can reeking of this place. You'll never get the smell out of my clothes. I'll have to burn them.
Any questions, children? Again. Swing and swing and parry. And again. Swing and swing and...
more interesting times.
Step, parry, strike. Damn it! Nothing but. Goblins in the wild, out for blood. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword. Like this, you mean? Step, step, strike! Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use. Hopefully, it's just the goblins we have to worry about. But I'll keep at it. Thank you. Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes.
Excellent. Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is a fortress and we're no
How long
warriors.
until Ronan shows off his thunder wave?
Oh. Next time the goblins come...
Don't push it, kid. If you see trouble...
This is boring.
I saw you at the gates. A few words for the kids. Spare a story or two. Thanks.
Could I bite, sir?
Throat if you can, wrist if you can't.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring. You see nothing out of the ordinary. When you turn back, there's no trace of the child.
Goblins, grab what you can.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
Hells take me. What I wouldn't do for better tools.
Remember, you have teeth and claws. Use them.
Is that everything? I think that's everything.
No, forget it. We're exposed now.
Any questions, children?
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon.
I am not grumpy.
Scowl on your face would frighten a troll.
You're an idiot.
I'm ready.
No helping it. We're exposed now.
Damn druids. Who uses wooden tools?
Where did I put that old bucket? I need new pockets to pick.
Let's get going.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
I'm waiting on someone, and you aren't here.
Good to be back behind the walls, have to...
If it ain't the... You sure you want to be seen with me? I ain't exactly popular with this lot. Please. A good sort of... What do you want, anyway? I ain't local. I knew the fella in charge, but barely said 2 words to the devil's swarm in his place. What? You lot come from devils, don't you? Oh, fat.
Hope the goblins aren't smart enough to poison their blade.
Lee and Roland would never admit it, but they'd take an arrow for the other. Thanks for cutting in. There might have been more than words if you hadn't.
My thunder wave.
You! Saw you. Fancy a bath? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can. Look, it ain't much, but it might... The only way we'll make... If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every... Do for some salt.
Hell's take me. What I wouldn't...
How long do you think we've got before the goblins come? We should be getting drunk, at least. We should be getting drunk, at least. There are important matters to discuss.
We meet again. I shall be here in thy camp, for whenever thou hast need of my services. There are many answers to that question. None are important.
He has a divine aspect, yes. A reflection of death itself. Eternal and inescapable.
I shall answer no further questions in that regard. A mending of the thread. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more. Because it is my calling. There is little else to explain. A matter of coin.
Make haste. I would have words with you. Not this one. Nor this one.
And this one, a less worthy... I riddle thee not. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits. They bear great... For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking. Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. My services are all most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep. Very well. No, thy coin purse is near empty.
Not a trick, my friend. Magic. Be that as it may. Ceramorphosis. What does it make you think of? Ah, yeah. Day 1, fever and memory. Day 2, hallucination. Day 3, hair loss and blood leaking from... Need to go on? My point is this. Our orifices remain blissfully unblocked. Any expert will agree this is abnormal. That, a rogue might call it luck, a priest. As for myself, I'm a pragmatic. Something to sleep on.
Question for you. Have you ever heard a banshee scream? For the best that you haven't. An agonizing... I thought it the most terrible noise in all 16 planes. But there's one even more fearsome than that. Not even close. I find them the doubt in our minds crying out for attention. It's hopeless, it says. Stop. Doubt is the greatest... Most people don't slay you. I'm glad to see your...
Abominations grow inside us, yet we thrive. Keep your rest short. Time is not our...
The Githyanki people have a word for men. Roughly his confidence is an... Each crack the library was... Countless scholars roam the astral sea and... The plains... Yet we still collect more. Infinities upon infinities. The party's full. You'll need to make room. Ready for
all's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
I couldn't help but overhear. Well, all right, I could have helped, but anyway, I feel the same. Other than the occasion, the voice on the ship told me I'd become a beautiful weapon. What do you think it meant? Agreed. We can't take the lack of. All right, I've kept you from your blanket.
Something the matter?
We've been through quite a lot, with likely more to come. Care to narrow it down a little? Must I? Thinking about it won't help. Find a way to rid us. Personally, I think finding this house in... I'm not too hopeful that a Gith crash will actually prove...
I suppose we'd go our separate ways. Not a slight on your company, of course. Perhaps. Perhaps not. If we do so, there's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. As soon as possible. Thank you. And you're right. It's a delicate matter. Not something for light conversation.
I must admit, you've been a surprise. And not an unpleasant one.
Besides, you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. How can I do anything but sing your praises?
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
Where did I put that old bucket?
Eager for battle.
By Mordai's eyes. Another one. My friend's blood not enough.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal...
Is this monster with you?
Lower. Has the tadpole ravaged your senses? It is his suffering that will lead us to purity.
Thanks. What do you want from me? On the road to Baldur's Gate. Saw us, thought we saw it. Man, I just...
The map.
No hard feelings. Gods, deliver me.
My faith protects me.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
Swivel and... Wait. No lunch!
The last time a subordinate questioned my judgment...
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
Kenyak, Your tantrum proves you know the tiefling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait. I am unfamiliar with the... Well, I shall not... You will educate me on matters of this... Fey run. The Kresh holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us. By covenant, I can say no more.
Excellent.
Right. I've got food, water, my dagger.
Touch me and I'll bite your fingers off. I will.
Assume nothing.
Waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no fortress and we're no warriors.
These tieflings prove fragile. I've a mind to end their misery myself.
Calm yourself. They're survivors, not soldiers.
I fail to see the distinction.
Won't budge.
Watching his hands, you realize he's miming opening something.
Watch. But it's so bright and noisy here. Want to be back in the hideout.
He nods, then reaches for a concealed hatch. His eyes flicker to yours for an instant, then away, as if it hurts to look at you.
Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no fortress, and we...
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. Not sure why you're poking your nose in our business, though. None of you... This is our hideout. Because of that, I'll give you a 10 count to 9, 8, 7, 6.
You don't look so tough. Mull thought of... You can't be here! This is our hideout!
The gate's on. Little slow on the up. Not sure why you're poking your nose in our business, though. We have that in common there. This is our hideout. Because of that, I'll give you a 10 count. 9, 8. Seven. Little slow on the uptake, aren't you? We have I told you to leave. You did this to... You did this.
Not a chance I'll fit in there.
Seems Mole was as good as her word. She's reported that you've been threatening children. Your lies only inflame the matter further. Things could turn ugly.
Use them. Swing. Look at them beaming.
Something tells me I should give that mushroom a wide berth.
A lock? How tempting. Perfectly hidden. Unnoticed. Good.
Let me out, you bunch of softies! You're gonna be sorry! Every last one of you!
Tempora.
Oh, you thieves are all boring! Even your cages are boring! Huh. Onward! Let me out, you bunch of softies! Ah! You're gonna be sorry! Every last one of you!
Wits and blades, always sharp.
By Mordai's eyes, another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
Has the tadpole ravaged your senses? Sympathy will not lead us to purity.
Kichoki. Fine.
On the road to Baldur's Gate. Saw us for we saw it. Jammed its blade. Man, I just...
The map. Show me.
Yes, you're mediocre. The last time a subordinate questioned...
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
Rough. So, when the tentacles sprout from your lips, will you still cry that I was rough? The tiefling was clear. I am unfamiliar with the... You will educate me on matters of this Fey run. The Kresh, by covenant, I can say no more.
Hold out your hand, mister. Let me show you something. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky. You haven't seen it. Go on. Take the ring and watch your fortune change. Weeping, bleeding hells! Okay, maybe you don't need extra luck. But since you're... Call it. Heads or tails? Heads it is. See? That's the kind of... I've got more where that came from. Real cheat, too. Interested? Okay. Heads or tails? Call it. Heads it is. There. Happy? Hey, hold on, you gotta pay for that. You got it. One sec. That's what I got. nothing cool.
You suddenly feel something moving against your back and turn.
Hey, you here to trade or? Yeah, I know. I was standing right here telling her to rob you. Fine. I'm not so good at counting. Look, you caught her. Good for you. Now, do me a favor. Make... Think you could stand back a ways, pal?
Please, let us through.
Let my daughter go right now! She's a thief, hellspawn, and you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back! Oh, let me through! Come, Magrin, give him a... You, step back. Go join the other tieflings. Kick back. Force my hand.
A moment.
What? You. The
You there! Hello! You were at the gates just now, no? A few questions, if you please. There's no glory. Now, how would you describe that?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of...
Goblins, word of...
A mythweaver. This man has no...
And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety? The truth? Last question, then you'll be quite free. I've interrogated the scandal. Ah. I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, and... Until...
I'm sorry. Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil, and I will cast out the rest. She's a parasite. She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals... Wrath, lock her up. She remains here. And keep still, devil. Tila is rest...
Come, Korga. We took back the idol.
Do it. Very well. I'll defer to your ruling. My circle has offered grace to these outsiders. We gave them shelter in return. These devils lured in a horde of goblins. And their spawn, we've taken back our relic. But I will keep the fiend caged till our protection rite is complete.
I was scared. They said, but there's goblins out there and worse. And it's nice here. Please let me go. I'll be good, I swear.
Well, Paladin, what say you?
Thank you! Thank you, thank you!
Tila, to me! Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. It's just It's nothing to do with the tadpole. It's just something I have to live with. Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
Tiring business, isn't it? Why don't we take a little break, Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about... We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate the way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin, the way you got Korga to... In short, I've grown to trust you. The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet... You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly. The specifics are rather personal, but suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. I can say no more on it. Just trust me. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical. We've already done the finding. You know for yourself how hard won such an item was, and it will be no easier when... There'll be danger involved. Or great cost. Splendid. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflow, as do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession. I hope I can count on...
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented. Well seen. Well spotted. We've let a snake replace our leader. Master Halsin. Perhaps goblin caught, perhaps dead. He'd set Mistress Korga back in. More will die if the rite is finished. So many more, sent into a world gone mad. Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return. Sylvanus' blessing. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else. Come, Silver. Stay close.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster? Ah. You don't see a monster. You are like all the rest. Where devils No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanus, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders. The Rite of Thorns. It is the Tree Father's gift that none come to harm. The grove will be cloaked in bramble and thorn. No, none of this can happen while Outlanders infect us. Sylvanus demands that we choke them out.
and mine perish. You showed great mettle at the gate. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. They're to be gone before final prayer. The Viper must strike. You will do more. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander...
Not again.
Thorv's fur bristles. He wants to jump. A low growl builds in his throat as his eyes track the movement of your tail. It's agitating him. His ears twitch as you speak, but his eyes don't shift.
Ridiculous. We just let her run off.
Find our master. Return to me then. Tell me what you find. Tell only me. Understand? Fly quick. Fly safe.
The bird's eyes are glassy.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
This medicatrix.
There. It's up to her now. Now, what was it you needed? You found her, but I still don't know what she can do for you. You and every other... I can help if something's wrong. I'm no Master Halsin, but I can manage. Why are you asking?
A tadpole. A mind flayer tadpole.
Come, follow me. We need to be quick. This way. This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after. Rather too common as of late. At least that's what Master... A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. You don't have to be here for this.
No, I'll stay.
All right. Let's see what we can do. Of course. Now, tell me what's been happening. Any symptoms? Strange events? Victims can identify each other. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening. A mind flayer ship? Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're but you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to... This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms. The thorn? Coated in a fatal toxin. I don't have a cure. I'm sorry for misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat. Now, do I have your word or not? Swear it. I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out, because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there, but you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal. For one, that thing in your head is like, it's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Not yet, anyhow. Could be, but there's a lot we don't know. Infected. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, whatever he found there, he didn't make it back. The thing is, you though, you're one of them. Technically, if you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. Thank you. I wish I could tell you more, but only all I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple. Good luck out there. Take it one step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
Wyvern poison. Never tried it, and I hope to keep it that way.
Better a quick draft
That
of
might be worth a
Ceramorphosis
look.
nonetheless.
You ever scare me like that again, and... Oh,
Mom.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her. The Nine Hells will sooner freeze over.
I smell drama amongst these adventurers. What have you heard?
Stop.
These tieflings prove fragile. I've a mind to end their misery myself.
Calm yourself. They're survivors, not soldiers.
I fail to see the distinction.
I'll be keeping an eye on you. Understand?
If I choose to kill you, you will not even see it.
So, Gith, aren't you worried your kind will punish you for consorting with us?
My name is Lae'zel.
These tracks. Scored. Bow-legged.
People up ahead.
Something's wrong.
You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious.
You, not a step closer.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
He's hurt badly. An owlbear got him.
I'm watching you.
The injured man locks eyes with you. A familiar squirming churns in your head. Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and...
Protect them. He...
Edward!
He's with the Absolute. You're a true... Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
What? The Absolute is our goddess. Then we'll be the one.
A truce. And when the time comes...
Please. Any supposed new god would have an uphill battle.
I don't know any druids.
What?
I suppose he'd want us to go on.
May the absolute...
True soul. Absolute.
Strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you. Your limbs move of their own accord. There's something of value in, something your mind craves. Why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you. No use. Compulsion take.
As soon as they need to. Vile parasites.
All the more reason to rid ourselves of our own uninvited guests. Lae'zel, how would you punish someone who wronged you?
Wrong me how?
Oh, say, murder or theft?
Killing is good. It culls the weak. But theft would be paid for painfully, 1,000 times over.
Good to know.
Strange. It looks
A dead boar, but it doesn't look like it's been touched by scavengers. The carcass seems to be fresh. Only a few are looking closer. You can see the skin around its...
Your sour face is tiring, Shadowheart. By all means leave if I am so distasteful.
I'd rather not turn my back on you, if it's all the same.
What's that?
The dog's hackles raise. You see a name etched into the leather. Scratch. He whines, but remains rooted by the corpse's side.
Zaithis you mentioned intrigues me. Care to tell me a bit more?
An intricate device crafted by Millar, our most gifted artisans. I am sworn to say no more.
Tell me, Lae'zel, what is it like on the astral plane? Your home realm intrigues me.
Githyanki lay their eggs on other planes. They cannot mature in the astral. I will only be welcomed once I obtain a Mind Flayer's head. Tell me, Gale, what is your interest in the astral plane?
Time. Or rather, the absence of it. In the astral plane, everything is eternal.
It will be my home soon enough, should Vlaakith will it.
Owlbear tracks. Its nest must be nearby.
You've a particular way with words, Gale. Perhaps oration suits you more than battle.
They're not mutually exclusive. Weave is served best with a dash of eloquence.